What's going on? It's your boy Sermon, the sermonsdomain.com. Chief Keef is back after last month's Bang 3 Part 1. He's back with Part 2, and it completes, the whole Bang 3 series of albums. And I gotta say, I've been really impressed with Chief Keef lately. Started with, Bang 3 Part 1. I thought it was a really good album. It showed a lot of growth. It showed him maturing as an artist and trying new things and actually excelling at those things. So when I heard part two was coming, I was like, okay, I'm interested in this. And then he dropped his verse on Mac Miller's Good AM album. He's on Cut the Check, and that Chief Keef versus the albums that Chief Keef has been putting out, they're nothing alike. If you haven't heard it, basically Chief Keef sounds normal. There's no auto tune on his voice, and it seems like he enunciates like every word, and it's really probably one of my favorite verses from him ever. Um, but with that said, I gotta get into Bang 3 Part 2. First off, if you're a casual listener and you go into listening to Bang 3 Part 2, I think you might not get past the first record. The first record is called PP. Now, it's not hard to it's not hard to know what the concept of the record is, but it's like Chief Keef is making a record about peeing. And I mean, that's not the whole content of it, but the hook, is wrapped around it, wrapped around him being ignorant and just pulling it out and peeing wherever. He doesn't care. But I won't lie, the record is hard. The record is tough. I like it, but it's like I can't get past that whole PP thing. Like, why would you do that to such a good record? The verses are nice, but overall, I feel like that's not a type of record I want to hear from any artist anytime. There's only one collaboration on the project, and that's with Lil B on Eerie. Basically, it's Chief Keef irritated by all this different stuff, and it's probably also one of the standout records. Lil B's verse is nice because he doesn't sound all over the place. He sounds focused, kind of like how Chief Keef did on Mac Miller's album. This is what Lil B is on, Bang 3 Part 2. And I liked it. He was on beat. He sounded nice, and that was one of the standouts. And another thing I'm noticing throughout the project is that Chief Keef's lyricism is actually improving. Before it was kind of more basic, but now Chief Keef is actually getting into like some really nice lines. There's some really nice lines on here. One that stood out was "Call me Sosa Papu, shooting everything from A to Z," and that's on Tree Tree, the final song on the album. And if you don't understand that line, basically, if you remember, Papoose did his alphabetical slaughter where he was essentially rapping a bunch of words from A to Z, and that was, one of his defining career moments. And so I like that Chief Keef actually knows that record and then, was able to reference it on Tree Tree. And he referenced a lot of other celebrities on that record too. So it's another standout. But I gotta say, racist is a stupid concept. I don't. It just didn't make no sense. You're talking about how you like green, symbolizing the money, and how a chick's calling you racist because of that. I just didn't understand it. I didn't get it. It was one of those records that just could have been taken away. But finally, I gotta say that with Bang 3 Part 1, I'd probably save maybe 5 or 6 of those songs. And with Part 2, I'll probably save, around the same amount, if not less or more. So essentially what I'm getting at is that Chief Keef could have cut out the fat from both albums and just kind of combined them into one. And it would have been a lot better as a cohesive project just to have one where there's no fillers, there's, it's just great content. And that's one thing that I would have, appreciated a lot more. But I actually appreciate, this method too. So that's what I think about Bang 3 Part 2. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.